Hello, welcome back to these videos. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my life and my bed. Actually, we are in my bed today. Welcome. Today we're in some comfy mood vibes. You know what I mean? Like we're just trying to be a little comfy. Hear me out, okay? You know, I know that I haven't really been doing the musical content. I like that little finger thing that I just did there. I have not been doing the music content, and that is honestly because of the topic that I'm going to talk about today. I have hit a little bit of a wall in terms of creative ideas to do with those videos, and so the best thing that I can do to combat that is like doing these videos, because these videos are very therapeutic for me, and I feel like I'm just having a conversation with a friend, and it's very nice in that sense. But those videos are like, I come up with the idea, and then I have to like really think and like execute it, and then the editing process is a whole dealio. So needless to say, haven't been doing those for the last couple weeks. If you guys want to see them, I would appreciate some ideas. Maybe if you guys could give me some ideas, and if you do want to see more of those videos, then also let me know. I like doing these videos, and I also like doing those kind of videos. So really doesn't matter either way for me, but you know, for the last couple weeks, I have just been absolutely burnt out, to be honest with you. I've been burnt out, okay? And I think that is a great transition into what we're talking about today, which is taking breaks and learning how to be unproductive when you're an overproductive person. This is something that I'm great at talking about it. I can talk to people about it all day, you know? I could talk about it for every second of every day, to be honest with you. Sounds like a great thing, right? But you know, many of us experience something that is called anxiety, and anxiety seems to always kick in when I'm trying to take a break. There's times where I'll like sit down and I'll like try to watch a video or something, or I'll go to eat lunch in the middle of like, you know, working on something. And there's just a little thought in the back of my mind that's like,
hey man, you're not doing enough. You should do way more than what you're doing right now.
That is the bane of my existence. I've been trying to get better at taking breaks. If you don't take breaks, you hit this wall where you're like, man, I can't do anything. For some reason, who knows why it is, but if you just do too much work, all of a sudden you're gonna hit this wall where you just start slowing down, you start slugging down, and then you get to this point where you're like, man, I literally can't do anything. Why that is, I don't know, but I think that it's important to learn how to take breaks, and that is what I've been doing lately. So lately, what I've been doing to kind of maybe not burn out quite as much as I have been, what I've been doing is just like taking one day and just sitting around and like watching as many movies as I possibly can. This last week, it was like the Kanye doc and some other stuff. I don't remember exactly what I watched. I think I watched 2 full shows though, including the Kanye doc, which by the way, if you've not seen the Kanye doc, you should watch it because it was very inspirational. Yeah, so I just sat around and I finished that, and I finished another show, and by the end of the day, I was just so bored with doing nothing, with like being bored. I was bored of being bored that the next day I was able to like wake up and kind of have a fresh brain. However, I don't think that just one break is enough, especially when you're doing a lot of productive stuff. I think that you need to like learn how to maybe take intermittent breaks throughout the day. One of the biggest struggles that I have in terms of like taking breaks is like when I start working on something, I feel like I can't even stop working on it at any point. I literally cannot even like stop to eat sometimes because I feel like if I do, I'm not gonna get it done. And so I will just keep working until I get it done, which ultimately could be like the whole day. And there's many times where I forget that I have not eaten, or I forget that I haven't like gone out of my room the entire day. But we're getting better, and we're going to get better. Me and you together, all of us, we're doing it, man. We're gonna start taking breaks, right? Just give me a hands up. Or hands up? No, it's thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you're gonna take some breaks. Because listen, I've said this in the past, but there's no rush to get to wherever you're going. This is kind of a tangent a little bit, but I have been noticing, like driving to work some mornings, because I work 4 days a week at Amazon. I've been noticing that I'll be like going the speed limit, and I'll have people like speeding past me for no reason, like just being so rude. But listen, we always end up at at the same light. You catch my drift here? Slow down, because at the end of the day, it's gonna bring you to the same place. The other car is you when you're reacting to your anxiety and you're just going. The slow car that I'm in, which is just really just going the speed limit. I'm sorry, this is just a pet peeve of mine when people are like rudely speeding past you. When you're the slow car going the speed limit and taking his time, you get to the same place at around the same time. And maybe, you know, if we're going even farther into this little metaphor that I've just made in my head, which actually ended up being a pretty good metaphor, if I do say so myself, maybe they're driving too fast, they slip on the ice, and they get in a crash. You're going real slow, and you don't get in that crash. You hit that light before them because they got in this crash. They got in this car crash. I'm not wishing anything bad on these people, just so you know. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, could happen, right? That, I feel like, is the equivalent to burnout. You got these people going super fast. They either get to the light, and you're at the same light at the same time because it turned red, and they just sped ahead of you for no reason. Or they crash before they even get to the light, and you get to the light because you're taking your time. You know what I mean? This is a good metaphor. I should make metaphors for life. For a living. Do people do that? I don't think people do that. You get what I'm saying, right? It makes sense, I think. Hopefully that made sense. I think it made sense. Listen, when we hit that wall, let's just make a conscious effort to be like, listen, dude, it's time to throw in the towel for the day. Just take a second. Breathe. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't get done today, whatever it is that you want to do. And just like lay down and stare at the ceiling for a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of all I want to say on that. That was a good therapy session. I really liked this one. I'm definitely going to try to take my own advice. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, hello. And if you're old here, hi, thanks for coming back. I am working on new music, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. I'm not exactly sure when the whole announcement process and stuff is going to be happening. Rest assured, it's going to be within the next couple weeks that I announce new music. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
She's got the stick shift pushed up to the right with the brakes on off.